If you're an Apple user and you're looking to set up a budget YouTube studio and improve the quality of your videos, in this video I'll show you how to do that for less than $200. You can move from this to this. And you might even already have all you need. You don't need the latest brand new MacBook Pro, neither the latest iPhone. First, we are going to set up your iPhone to use a feature released by Apple in 2022. It is called Continuity Camera. And then I will give you some tips on how to set up the lights. Before we continue, make sure that your iPhone was released in 2018 or later, and your iOS version has to be 16 or later. Also, you have a MacBook with macOS Ventura or later installed. Also, make sure that your iPhone and Mac are on the same Wi-Fi and that the Bluetooth is activated. Also, your iPhone and Mac must be signed in with the same Apple ID using two-factor authentication. Your iPhone must not be sharing its cellular connection, and your Mac must not be sharing its internet connection. And to use continuity camera wirelessly, your Mac must not be using AirPlay or Sidecar. Basically, except for the first two, which requires you to have an iPhone from 2018 or later, or a Mac that can have Ventura installed, the other options are free, and most probably you already have them set up in this way on your computer. First, let's talk about microphones, because audio is 60% of your video. As long as the content is good, people can accept poor quality video, but it's really hard to follow bad audio, even if the content is great. So I would invest time and effort on a microphone first. And if you can't afford one at the moment, at least you can improve the audio when you're editing your video. You can use a microphone like this one. It is the Blue Snowball Eyes USB. At the moment of recording this video, this microphone is under $100. There are links below this video if you want to buy one. It is a USB microphone, meaning that you just only have to plug this to the USB of your computer and you are good to go. If this is still expensive, there are other microphones cheaper than this one which deliver a good quality, and they are much better than your MacBook microphone, the integrated one. Now let's talk about video. The easiest way is to use continuity camera, which is a feature that Apple released in 2022. Basically what it does, it transforms the rear camera of your iPhone, the very good quality one, into a webcam. So you don't have to deal with webcams anymore. By the way, during the years, they didn't really improve much in quality. Here we have our Mac, our phone, and in this case, I'm going to use the Blue Snowball microphone. First, let's make sure we have continuity camera activated. We go to Settings, General, AirPlay, and Handoff, and make sure it's activated. Then we connect the microphone to our computer. Next, we need to position the rear camera in front of us, because this is the one that has very good quality. For that, we have two options. You can buy in the Apple Store this thing called Belkin iPhone Mount with MagSafe for Mac notebooks, which basically is this kind of holder that has a magnet here, and then it has this little hook. You can see that I moved here, like this, and it attached behind your iPhone with a magnet, like that. So this part will actually hold your phone on the screen of your computer. This other part here, well, this is a fancy thing that you can use just to, as an accessory, to put the phone like this on the table if you want to watch a movie or something, but whatever. The important part for us here is this little thing here. So keeping that in mind, the camera is in front of us, so you can see now that I'm going to position here in the computer this guy here. You can see? So now the camera, the rear camera of the phone, is pointing towards me, the same as the camera of the iPhone. Things that we are going to use, the same as the camera of the Mac, but we are going to use now the iPhone one. If you don't want to get an accessory like this one, you can also use a clamp for your phone. This one, for example, I can put the phone like this, then screw this part, and the phone is held. Now what I can do is use a tripod. Any tripod would do. You just screw it here. This will allow you to set the phone in any position you want. I personally like to connect the iPhone directly by a cable to the Mac. You don't have to, but it will keep it charged. And also, I noticed that the quality is better. I mean, it's more fluid, it's faster, because anyway, it's using the cable to transmit the image instead of the Wi-Fi. Also, if you have a very slow Wi-Fi, this is a very good option. So we are ready, good to go. What you have to do now is open QuickTime. You go to Applications and search for QuickTime. When you open QuickTime Player, you will see a window asking you to open a movie, but you don't want that. You go to File, and in File, you click on New Movie Recording. When you do that, it might use the camera of your Mac first instead of the iPhone, or it will directly use continuity. In this case, let's see, boom, this is using continuity camera. You can see I'm speaking here to you. This is the camera I'm using to record this video. And here I am recorded directly by the camera of my iPhone, which is here in this model. Is this a 13 Pro? Is this camera here on the upper left corner? Another few things you need to select here is also you need to select the camera. If it's using your FaceTime camera of the Mac, you have to select the phone, and then you have to select the microphone. In this case, I selected the blue snowball. And also I would recommend to use maximum quality, so it will record in 1080p. So now I'm going to position this in a proper way, like this. For example, just press record. Hello everyone, here I'm recording with the continuity camera, basically the camera of the iPhone, and I'm recording the audio through the snowball microphone. As you can see, the quality is amazing, it's really good. Think about this is a webcam quality, but it's not webcam quality, it's iPhone quality. And you can see perfectly well what I'm talking about, and the sound, audio, and that's all you need. This is basically almost a YouTube studio. Now, of course, I'm using here the lights, the big ones, and that I have in my studio. So I'm gonna show you how to also fix that. Keep in mind one thing though, this video and this audio is recorded on your computer, not in your iPhone. So once you finish this and you close the QuickTime, it's going to be saved in your movies folder. From there, you can edit it with whatever editing software you choose. Finally, let's talk about lights. If you have good natural light and you can't spend money on lighting, then you are good to go. It's the best light and it's free. But if you're like me, living in a house with small windows in a country that 90% of the year is cloudy and rainy, then you need external lighting. If you're close to your phone, maybe you can just use a simple ring light. But if you're not, you can get something like this. At the time of recording this video, they are less than $40. There are many products which are basically clones of these ones. I put links below in the description of the video anyway. These are USB powered and they are cabled, of course. They're USB powered. You have a control here where you turn them on and you can change the power, make them stronger or weaker. You can also replace here this filter. So you can have different filters of different colors. These are cheap, so they are not RGB. But the thing is that they come with this small tripod here, and also this part you can extend it. Now what you usually do is get one light with less luminosity than the other one, and then you have one on one side of the table and the other on the other side. So in that way you can see you can create some depth in the face. Otherwise it will be basically the same illumination in the whole face and it will look flat. There will be no depth. That's what I do here in the studio. I have a big light here which is pointing at me and a smaller one on this side, so I can create that kind of perspective, three-dimensionality to the image. And this is what you get from the front camera of the iPhone with no continuity camera, nothing that I explained before, just a normal light up in the ceiling, no lights around. This sound that you're hearing is coming from the microphone of the iPhone, and it's just like that. I'm just recording with a selfie camera. You can get sound from this to this. And this is the final result. I'm using the rear camera of the iPhone using continuity camera, and as a microphone I'm using the blue snowball ice USB microphone that I showed you before. You can also choose a cheaper microphone. They are very, very good, much better than recording directly on the microphone of your MacBook. I didn't change any of the lights I used to have before when you saw the video, and I also turned off the lights that I have in the studio. So right now I am just with my iPhone, the MacBook Pro, the two lights that I showed you before, and the blue snowball microphone. I hope you found this video useful, and let me know in the comments if you set up something similar to this for yourself. I would love to hear that. Thanks for watching.